Good afternoon. This is Ruben Contreras with KC24 News here. We're interrupting our regular scheduled programming because parts of the Los Banos area now under a tornado warning at least until about 1:15 this afternoon. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning in the area. The red you see on the screen right there, that is the tornado warning. So if you are near a window, an open doorway or something, get away from that. Get in the center of your house. If you have a basement, that is your best option, but get to the lowest level possible in your house, preferably a closet. And if you know of people outside, make sure they know to get inside because this area is under also a severe thunderstorm warning. This developed just in the past half hour or so. This cell is moving 13 miles or just to the south of Los Banos by 13 miles an hour, but is moving fairly quickly though, moving to the northeast at 20 miles an hour. Radar has detected severe lightning, some hail in this area. That's the white spot you see right over Interstate 5. And then of course you see the very intense rainfall transitioning from yellow, orange to red right there. And so there's some hail with this system right here. And there are also some very gusty winds possible with this system right here, just up to 60 miles an hour. But the rotation in the upper atmosphere, when these winds start to clash with each other, they start to form a funnel cloud. And then if that hits the ground, it does become a tornado here. So this is a very severe activity we got going in the Los Banos area. Part of this is due to the moisture that is left over from what was once Hurricane Hillary. We also got a low pressure system off of the coast of northern and central California, dragging up that monsoon from the south here. So this is a big concern, not only for the Los Banos area, but for a good portion of the valley throughout the afternoon and even on to the early evening. We're just getting started here. This activity usually picks up late in the afternoon into the early evening here, but you got to remember, we're in summer. The lower atmosphere has already been heated up. It's fairly warm out there, very moist out there with this intense humidity and rainfall we've been picking up from Hillary the past couple days or so. So the instability is there in the upper atmosphere. A little bit of cold air aloft gets these things going right here. But again, if you're in the Los Banos area, along Interstate 5, 33, best to be indoors for at least the next 30 minutes or so. Again, get to a lower elevation of your home. If you have a basement, that is your best option. Get to the center of your home, maybe in a closet or so, but stay away from your windows, stay away from your doorways. If you know anybody who's outdoors, please get them inside here over the next couple minutes or so as this system continues to move off to the north about 20 miles an hour or so. And there's some hail detected in that. That's the white section you see right here on our radar right there. And the rainfall becomes a little bit more intense as you start to see the orange, red, and yellow right here. We're going to try to zoom into some spots of the Los Banos area. It looks like it's now approaching right along the 165 and towards central Los Banos this afternoon here. So this system is moving along fairly quickly here. It will continue to migrate to the northwest right here. And of course, that severe thunderstorm warning that was issued first, but then there was some rotation in the upper atmosphere where those winds basically just don't get along here and they start to form a funnel cloud here. So that's where we're starting to see this tornado warning pop up by the National Weather Service at least until 1:15 this afternoon. Again, if you're just joining us here, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for the Los Banos area. That's the red shaded box you kind of see right there in our graphic. That's in effect until 1:15 this afternoon. And then the orange you see right there, that is a severe thunderstorm warning. But with this tornado warning, again, please get indoors. There's been some gusty winds reported to the system here. The funnel cloud spotted here and is producing some hail, and there could be potential for wind gusts close to about 60 miles an hour or so. And of course, this is about 13 miles south of the Los Banos area, the cell, but it's moving off to the north at 20 miles an hour here. So it's moving at a decent speed, and it was originally spotted towards the Hollister area. That's where the cell has started to develop. Again, this is all part of the monsoon moisture we've been getting the past couple days from what we were calling Hurricane Hillary at one point that became a tropical storm, and then just a post-tropical depression cyclone this morning here. But there's still moisture and instability in the atmosphere to get this going here. So that's why we have this out towards the Los Banos area and even approaching parts of the Los Banos area. That is not part of the tornado warning or the severe thunderstorm warning, at least just not yet. But if you're in this general vicinity, it's just best to be indoors at least for the next 20 to 30 minutes or so as this system starts to make its way up to the northeast, just a little bit in Merced County here. I want to back out to our radar just to kind of get an idea of where we're starting to see some other cells as well. But the biggest concern right now, as you see, is out towards the Los Banos area right there. And then you kind of see this white area on our radar. That's area where there's been hail detected here, especially along the Interstate 5 area and the Highway 65 area here. So that is obviously, hail's not a good thing. It can do some serious damage if you're outside to anything, to your car, your plants, anything on your rooftop right there. But again, we are under a tornado warning for the Los Banos area. This is until about 1:15 1:15 this afternoon. That is the red you see highlighted right there. And of course, the system is moving off to the northeast here, about 20 miles an hour or so. That's a decent speed for this cell to keep moving here. And you can see our radar updating here. When you see the light green, that is more light rain. But then when it transitions to the yellow, orange, and right there, it becomes a little bit more intense with the rainfall. And the white you see in the center of the screen right here, that's an area where there's been some hail detected right there. Winds potentially could be up to about 60 miles an hour with this system right here, but is moving off to the northeast, about 20 miles an hour or so. Again, if you are watching this, you're obviously in your home or at your workplace, stay away from windows, stay away from doors. If you can get to a basement, that is your best option here. If not, stay on the lowest level of your home or your office building. Best to be like in a closet or something, somewhere in the center of the building right there. You don't want to be towards any windows right here because the wind can do some serious damage right there. And we've had some very gusty winds reported in the area. This is at least in place for another 15 minutes or so, and this was issued by the National Weather Service in Hanford. We're just getting started with the thunderstorm activity here in the Central California, and of course this is partly due to what was once Hurricane Hillary, some moisture in the atmosphere, instability right here, and you just need a little bit of cold air aloft when that upper atmosphere spin to get these things going, and that's what we're seeing here already out towards the Los Banos area. There's even another cell trying to develop to the south of that. Matter of fact, that is also now under another severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Fresno County now. But the biggest concern right now is that tornado warning in the Los Banos area. Just real quick with this one has been issued here for western Fresno County to the west of Mendota Fireball area right here. But again, the one to the north, that's how that started just a couple of minutes before 1 o'clock this afternoon here. So that is the biggest concern right now for the Los Banos area with this tornado warning that's in effect right now until about 1:15 or so this afternoon. You can see it's now approaching at least the center of the cell, the central Los Banos area towards the 165 and the 152 right there. The white you see on the center of the screen right there, that is where area has been detected with hail.